It's time for an all-star game at the Polo Grounds. What's up, guys, and welcome to episode number 6 of this MLB The Show 20 Play Now series. And today, I'm going to be playing, like I just said, an all-star game, a Play Now all-star game at the Polo Grounds. I'll tell you in a second if you don't know what the Polo Grounds is. I'll tell you about the Polo Grounds, and you'll see it in a minute or two, give or take. But the National League will be the home team. We'll be using both controllers. The NL, or the National League, will be the red controller, and the American League will be the blue controller. The reason why the National League is the home team, obviously it matters because the home team is last bats in the bottom of the 9th inning or in extra innings. The reason is because the Polo Grounds, which is no longer obviously, well, you might not know this, but it's no longer a stadium. It got torn down a long time ago. Excuse me. Excuse me again. It got torn down a long time ago. It was home of the New York Giants. Yes, the New York Giants, which are now the San Francisco Giants. But before they moved to San Francisco, they were the New York Giants, and Polo Grounds is home of the New York Giants. And then the New York Yankees and the New York Mets also played some games at the Polo Grounds as well. But the New York Giants played more games at the Polo Grounds than the Yankees and Mets did. And the New York Giants were in the National League because obviously now they're the San Francisco Giants, which are now in the obviously they've always been in the National League. They were in the National League in New York and now in San Francisco. And because the New York Giants were the team that played at the Polo Grounds, and because they were a National League team, that's why the National League is the home team, which means the American League is the road team. So yeah, as we're not playing in LA, let's go to classic stadiums. There's a lot of classic stadiums, but here's the Polo Grounds. And there's some crazy dimensions. It's about 290, maybe even a little less than that, down each line. So down the left field line all the way to the foul pole, and down the right field line all the way to the foul pole. It's like 290, maybe even less than that. And the bullpens are in fair territory in deep left center field. Out there is one bullpen, and then out there is the other one. And that's maybe 450 or more to those bullpens. So it's about 290 down the lines, 450 to left center field and right center field, and then it's about 490 to dead center. And to hit a home run to dead center, you have to hit it. See, like the warning track out there, you actually have to hit it right below. You have to hit it through that little line right there. So it's 490 to center, but really you have to hit it about 500 to get it out of the ballpark. And I've never seen a home run to dead center field at the Polo Grounds during an actual game here in MLB The Show 20 or 21 or 22. Or any MLB The Show video game, because Polo Grounds has been in the game since at least MLB The Show 16. So it's been in the game for at least the last 8 years. So I've never seen a homer to dead center during an actual game. I've seen it once, and it was and I saw it at one time. I saw it. It wasn't me. It was someone else, and it was a dead center home run, but it was in a home run derby. I've never seen a outside the park home run to dead center field at the Polo Grounds in an actual game. The only time I've seen that is in a home run derby. I've seen inside the park home runs to dead center, and I've hit a couple of dead center, but outside the park home runs to dead center, I've only seen one ever, and that was in a home run derby. It opened in 1911, and it holds 54,555. Time of year, I'm going to go August because that's the time in real life. Time of day will be 7 p.m. Cloud covered, clear skies, 9 innings, quick counts on, broadcast theme style, the show theme, presentation mode broadcast. As I'm gonna pitch Justin Verlander for the American League and Matt Scherzer for the National League. Those are the two pitchers with the highest overalls. And then the lineup, I'm just going to leave the lineup as it is, obviously, as there are 5 bench players for both teams, and then there's a whole lot of pitchers. But yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bench players for both teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So yeah, I am broadcasting this game. Let's get into the All-Star game here at the Polo Grounds. here. Let's get into this Play Now All-Star Game at the Polo Grounds between the AL and the NL. Let's get into it right now. Verlander 21-6 in 2019. Scherzer 11-7. Obviously, the Astros and Nationals made it to the 2019 World Series, which in real life was 5 years ago. The Nationals won the World Series in 7 games. In the 2019 World Series, the road team won every game. The Nationals won games 1, 2, 6, and 7 in Houston, and then the Astros won games 3, 4, and 5 in DC. We are here at the Polo Grounds for the All-Star Game, the 2020 MLB All-Star Game, that is, as the Midsummer Classic is about to get on your way. And the Midsummer Classic features the American League All-Stars and the National League All-Stars. Hi again, everybody. Vinny J here behind the camera, as I'll be broadcasting the entirety of this game here at the Polo Grounds, as it's the 2020 MLB All-Star Game at the Polo Grounds, as it's a Play Now All-Star Game. So this is the 2019 All-Star roster. As there's the 2019 All-Stars, because like I said, this is in 2020 there was no All-Star Game because of COVID. So this is the 2019 All-Stars, as it's Verlander for starting pitching matchup is Justin Verlander for the AL, Matt Scherzer for the NL as they're warming up in the outfield, as the 2020 MLB All-Star Game is coming up next here on the show. That might be the thumbnail, maybe. Here we go. Polo Grounds. I'm playing the All-Star Game here because of the weird dimensions where you could hit a 300-foot home run down the line, or could hit a 450-foot inside the park home run, the left center or right center, or hit a 500-foot or 490-foot inside the park home run to dead center. As George Springer is going to lead it off for the AL as we're on your way here at the Polo Grounds. And ground ball to the second baseman, which I believe is Albies. Well, no, it's not Albies. I think that's Ketel Marte. Throw to Freddie Freeman is in time. Here's the AL starting lineup. George Springer, DJ LeMahieu, Mike Trout, Carlos Santana, Hunter Pence to DH, Alex Bregman, Gary Sanchez, Michael Brantley, and Jorge Polanco. So the Astros have 3 starters, Bregman, Brantley, and Springer. Now here's LeMahieu. And a ground ball, and it's flat down by Marte. Throw to first, so the pitcher covering is not in time. Is it got by Freddie Freeman? Flat down by Marte, but Scherzer was covering, but it was too late. And here comes Mike Trout. One. Ground ball up the middle. Descending for 1. Back to first. Not in time. As Trout beat out the relay. And now here's Carlos Santana, the first baseman for Cleveland. 2 outs. Foul ball, 2-2. Ground ball, shortstop. Throws it to second for the force, in and over. 1 hit and 1 left for the AL. The NL is coming to bat, no score here in the All-Star Game. Justin Verlander, obviously the World Series champ in 2017. 34 starts, 21-6 record, 2.58 ERA. Sub 1 whip, 42 walks, and 300 strikeouts. That was in 2019. Here's Yelich, batted .329 in 2019. Foul ball. Shift is on. Like I said, it's like 290 down each line, but then it's 450 to left center field and right center field, and then like 500 to dead center. 1-2. Ground ball, no one was. Shift was on. Can it be cut off by Brantley? It can. And now a throw to second is going to be cut off by the shortstop. He would have been safe anyways. Leadoff double for the NL. And it's by Yelich. And now it's Javier Baez, the cover athlete of this game. Ground ball, almost hit the runner. Might have went through his foot. Throw to first by Polanco. Got him. barely. And here's the NL starting lineup. And it's Yelich, Baez, Freddie Freeman, Bellinger, Arenado, Josh Bell to DH, Wilson Contreras, Ketel Marte, and then Ronald Acuna Jr. And now here's Freddie Freeman. Popped up over his Bredman to the left of the coach's box, as there's a lot of foul ground here at the Polo Grounds. Not as much as Oakland, but there's still a good amount. 1-2 now to Bellinger. Line drive, and over is the center fielder. He's got it, and that's Trout. That saved the run and could also save 3 or 4 bases for the batter. We head to the second, no score. Here we go. I'm probably going to have the starters go 2 innings, and then I'll put all the reserves in at some point. Obviously, there is also this. I'm going to start warming up. Luis Castillo, I guess. And then Ryan Presley. And remember, the bullpens are in left center field and right center field in fair territory. 3-1 now to Hunter Pence, the DH. Ground ball, it's fair. Good stop by Freddie. 1 down. Here's the NL defense. Yelich, Acuna, and Bellinger in the outfield. Freeman, Marte, Baez, and Arenado in the infield, and Contreras behind the plate. As that's the NL defense. And here comes the AL third baseman, Alex Bregman. Foul ball 1-2. Fly ball center field. Yeah, it says it's 483 to center, but to hit it out, you probably ought to hit it about 500. 2 outs for Gary Sanchez, the Yankees catcher in this game. Remember, it's 2020. I won't be able to show 20, although it's 2024 in real life. Ground ball, Scherzer. 1-2-3 to the American League. Middle of 2, no score here at the Polo Grounds. So obviously the Polo Grounds is located in New York. 5-6-7 due up for the NL. And it's Arenado, the Rockies' third baseman. 315, or he batted .315 in 2019. Line drive and caught on a short hop by Santana. But there's 1 down. And here's the AL defense. Brantley, Trout, and Springer in the outfield. Santana, LeMahieu, Polanco, and Bregman in the infield. And Sanchez behind the plate. That's the AL defense. He didn't miss anything. And now here's the NL DH, Josh Bell. 37 home runs in 2019. I believe he's on the Pirates in this game still. Foul ball as that all did into the seats. Into the third row. 2-2. Fly ball, it's hit well. And it's going to go all the way to the wall. And it's going to be caught at the wall. As it's I can see a sign now. It's 279 down the left field line. He probably only hit that 300 and it was, well, it's about a 20-foot wall, but, I mean, if it was 5 feet higher, that would have at least been a double, and if it was 20 feet higher, it would have been a home run. And it probably only would have went 320. Ground ball, Verlander. Quick first 2 innings here at the Polo Grounds. No scores, we headed to third. 8-9-1 due up for the AL. As it's Brantley, then Polanco, and then the top of the order. And then I want to show you one thing. I want to show you the umpires for this game. The weather is 74 degrees in Fleer, which would be a perfect weather to be at a baseball game. Capacity 54,000, or attendance 54,260, which is 99% capacity, so it's what, like 300 short of a sellout. 74 degrees clear, no wind. Umpires behind the plate is Larry Bullard. At first base is James Kinsley. At second base is Darius Simmons. And at third base is Patrick Johnson. And like I said, Larry Bullard is behind the plate. All the umpires in this game are fake umpires. So like Larry Bullard and all the other umpires, there's like 20 in this game. All of them are fake. My favorite one is Rusty Valentine, because there's a real life Junior Valentine. In this game there's a Rusty Valentine. That's my favorite umpire, like by name. And Rusty Valentine is fake, but there's a real life Junior Valentine. As he's, I believe, in the majors. He's a major league umpire. Junior Valentine is a real umpire. Rusty Valentine is a fake umpire. And like I said, all the umpires in this game are fake names. Here we go, 1-1 to Brantley. And he snapped his bat. One hopper. Throw to first, kind of high, but good job by Freddie Freeman to keep a foot on the base and catch it. Now there's Polanco, the Twins shortstop in this game. Now he's on the Mariners, I think. 1-1 count. And popped up behind the plate. Contreras throws off the mask. Plenty of room. 2 down. Now there's Sprinter. As I believe there's only been 1 hit in this game. No, 1 hit for each team. Now there's Scherzer, and I forgot to take him out after 2 innings. Ground ball. Each starter would go 3 innings. And the NL starter has gone 3. Middle of 3, no score. Obviously in real life, usually the starter only goes 1 inning, and usually they change the pitcher each inning. But yeah, in this, I'm gonna have the starters go 3 innings, and then I'll bring in relievers. Ground ball, Redmond, as that was Marte at the plate, and good play. 1 down. Now there's Acuna, 280 average in 2019, 41 home runs and like 101 RBIs. Ground ball, flat down by LeMahieu, and that's quickly 2 down as we're almost through 3 innings. Only 2 hits, 1 by each team so far. Yelich has the 1 hit for the NL, which was a double on their first at bat. Against the shift, 2-1. Shift is on again, 2-2. And then the only hit for the AL was an infield single. Little jam shot against the shift. Bregman's there though. Throw to first was low, but picked by Santana. We head to the 4th. No score. And this shot is from deep right center field. And the starters will be coming out. Here's LeMahieu, but coming in is Castillo. So both starters went 3 innings. Both of them will get a no decision. But they both pitched 3 innings, 1 hit, no runs. And the first relievers into the game is Luis Castillo. LeMahieu has the only hit for the AL, and that is in there, full count. I'll start warming up Josh Hader, a lefty, and then I'll start warming up Walker Buehler, a righty. Because there's 5 starters. 1 started the game, the other 4, obviously, I'm going to try to pitch them. Might not be able to pitch everybody, though. But I will put all the reserves in. 3-2. Ground ball, and LeMahieu has both hits. Has both hits for the AL. Leadoff single for DJ. Now here's Trout, 0-for-1 with a fielder's choice. And now LeMahieu goes. And a swing and a miss. Throw to second. He got him. As Trout was a hit and run. Trout missed hitting it. And then LeMahieu was thrown out by Contreras. 2 down. And it's a 1-2 count to Trout. And now it's a 1-2 count to Trout. Popped up, foul. Circle change, a slider, and then a 2-seam and 4-seam fastball for Castillo. Ground ball, diving stop by Freeman. Bounces away, throw to first, Trout beat it out. As Trout beat it out. And now here's Santana. Here we go, 1-1 count now as Santana. Trout goes, and it's a hit and run. Trout's safe at second as the shortstop went through the second base umpire there. Runner at second, 2 outs now, as it was a successful hit and run there. At least hit the runner over. Now it's Pence. Runner at second, 2 outs now. No score. Line drive, and that ball is caught by Bellinger. Middle of 4, there is no score here in New York. Here we go, and now here's Baez. And Verlander obviously is coming out for his teammate, Ryan Presley. Ground ball foul. We haven't had any I mean, we haven't really had any short home runs down the line or inside the park or down in the daps or the dead center. Not yet. There's a fly ball. It's in the dap. Going back. There's the right fielder. He caught it. As Sprinter catches it over the head. Over the shoulder, really, but it was over the head as well. That saved at least a triple. It saved at least a double, but I'm guessing that would have at least been 3 bases. A little jam shot down the line, almost a swinging butt by Freeman. Thrown to first by Presley, safe. He looked out, but I thought there would have been a challenge opportunity, but no. Base hit for Freddie. Now it's Bellinger, and we'll start warming up. So Marcus Stroman, a righty, and Derek Cole, righty as well. So there's 2 righties warming up, Stroman and Cole. 1 on, 1 out for Cody Bellinger. Ground ball, this could be 2. Got him at second, and did not get him at first. Bellinger beat it out by a step. Half a step. 1 on, 2 out now for Arenado. 4-seam fastball, a sweeping curve, and a slider for Presley. Swing and a miss on the slider. 2-2. Fly ball. Center field coming in as a center fielder. Trout. We head to the 5th. There's no score. Here we go. Here's Bredman, and coming in is Josh Hader, who in real life is now an Astro. And 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, and a slider for the southpaw. Ground ball up the middle. Flat down by Baez. Got him. 1 down. There would have been more offense. I'm using both controllers, but I'm surprised I haven't hit one in the dap yet. Here's Sanchez. Ground ball, flat down by Freeman. Throws it to Hader. 2 down. Now Brantley. Line drive, and this will get down. And it'll probably be only a single as it's played off the wall by Yelich, but because it's only 280 down there, and because it was 280 really, it's only a single. Now Polanco, who's a switch hitter. Ground ball, Hader. And the 1-out single is stranded at first. As we are halfway home here in the All-Star Game at the Polo Grounds. No score here at the Polo Grounds. Always by the show. It's a hit. That's dead center right there. And then there's a clock. Here we go, bottom 5. And they're going to bring in Marcus Stroman, who has 5 pitches. He's a starter, but he's one of the relievers here in this game. Fly ball left center, but it's not. It's just opposite. Left fielder doesn't have to move that far, and for it to be a possibly inside the park home run, it's got to be a line drive. It can't be a fly ball. Now there's Wilson Contreras, who obviously threw out a runner, in the 3rd inning, I think. Ground ball up the middle. LeMahieu flags it down. Jeter jump throw, got him. What a play by LeMahieu. Jeter jump throw. I know Jeter played short, but still 2 down. That was a good Jeter jump throw. Line drive, and this will get down in front of Brantley. 2-out single for the National League here in the 5th. Now there's Acuna. I did not mean to do that. I'm going to put Bueller in the game. Here we go. Acuna, 0 for 1. Ground ball, Polanco. Throws a second and an over. We head to the 6th. There's still no score, as it's pitcher's duel here in the All-Star Game. And coming in is Bueller. And he's coming in to face Sprinter, top of the order for the AL. Full count. Ground ball, diving stop by Freeman, but it rolls away, and Sprinter is safe. Leadoff single for the American League. Now it's LeMahieu. Ground ball, this to be 2. 3 sits. 3 sits, 3 double play, 2 down. And that runner at first is erased. Freeman. Baez bat to Freeman, and now it's Trout. Line drive fair against the shift as it's only 250, sits down. That's only going to be a single. It's 279 down the left field line and 250 sits down the right field line. So that's only going to be a single. And Matt Chapman will pinch hit for Carlos Santana, as this is the first position player to come off the bench for either team. As Chapman's a third baseman, Santana's a first baseman, but Chapman's a third baseman, Santana's a first baseman, but Chapman can play first base. Runner at first, 2 outs. Popped up as Chapman, the pinch hitter, pops it up to the first baseman Freeman. Middle of 6, no score. As Chapman will stay in the game to play first base. Top of the order due up for the NL as Chapman will come in and stay in the game, and play first base. And staying in the game is Stroman. Top of the order for the NL. Here's Yelich, 1 for 2 with a double. Ground ball to the shortstop, Polanco. Throws it to Chapman. 1 down. Now Baez has still no score, almost in the 7th inning. 1 out in the 6th. Ground ball to LeMahieu. 2 down. The closest ball we've seen to possibly being a homer is that one where Sprinter caught it over the shoulder. Now it's Freddie Freeman. Ground ball, hit the mound, Polanco. Jeter jump throw, got him, and Chapman picked it. Good play on both ends. We head to the 7th. There's no score. 7th inning, no score. 6 hits for the AL, 3 for the NL. And they're starting to warm up Will Smith and Zach Greinke in the NL bullpen. And Mookie Betts will pinch hit for Hunter Pence, and obviously will come in as a designated hitter. So Mookie Betts will pinch hit and then stay in the game as the DH. Obviously, because the DH isn't in the field. Here we go. Shift is on for Mookie. 98 overall. That's a little chopper over the mound. Marte got him. Now it's Bredman. Hasn't really been any threats in this game. Ground ball, Marte sets his feet, zips it over to Freddie Freeman, 2 down. Now it's Sanchez. And James McCann will pinch hit for Gary. So the backup catcher will come in for the rest of the game. Batted .273 in 2019. 2 outs. Ground ball, Freddie. 7th inning stretch time here at the Polo Grounds. No score at the All-Star game. Still no score. McCann's coming into the game as catcher. Mookie Betts will come in as DH. Obviously he's not in the field though right now. And here comes Garrett Cole to face Cody Bellinger. Well, I'm going to probably take... No, I'll leave Bellinger in and then I'll pinch hit Trevor Story for Arenado. Here we go. Here's Bellinger against Cole. Foul ball. Ground ball against the shift, but Bredman is there. He's got to hurry. Got him by a step, maybe less. 1 down. And now here's Arenado, but I'm gonna, like I said, pinch hit him. Pinch hit Trevor Story. He will come in. He's a shortstop, but he also can play third base. Story can. So Story, another Rocky will pinch hit for his teammate. Ground ball, flat down by Chapman. 2 down. As now it's Josh Bell. And I'm going to bring in Anthony Rendon, the pinch hit for Josh Bell, and he'll come in as a pinch hitter and then stay in the game, obviously, as DH. Here we go. He batted .319 in 2019. Popped up. LeMahieu in shallow right. We head to the 8th. Still no score. Despite being at the Polo Grounds and despite the Polo Grounds dimensions, no score after 7. And coming into the game is Trevor Story at 3rd, and then obviously Rendon's now DH. And here comes Will Smith. As a lefty will come in to face the lefty. Top 8. Ground ball to the shortstop. Throw to first is in time, 1 down. Good play by the shortstop, and that was Baez. Now it's Polanco. Polanco, ground ball to Marte. And there is quickly 2 down in the 8th, as didn't even have offense here. Obviously I has both controllers, but I'm not trying for this to happen. Here's George Springer, 1-2. Foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit for Springer, right through the legs of the umpire. And that's, I believe, their 7th hit, and that's the go-ahead run. 2 outs, though. Here we go. Here's LeMahieu. Ground ball, second base. Throw to second for the force, in and over. Middle of 8, still no score. We haven't had a runner in scoring position in a long time. 7, 8, 9 due up for the NL. Starting the warm-up, Jake Odorizzi and Aroldis Chapman, who's the AL closer in the bullpen. And Zach Greinke, I'm gonna try to bring him in the 9th, and also have the closer warming up just in case they come in, or just in case the NL takes the lead. Cole will stay in the game though. Ground ball, base hit for Contreras. The NL's first hit in a while. Throw to first, not in time. And that's a go-ahead run in this ball game. And I'm going to pinch run JT Realmuto for Wilson Contreras at first base. And then he'll come in as catcher. And now squaring is Marte. It's popped up, but it will get down, throw to first. Cole beat Marte to the base to sacrifice 3-1 in the butts. Go ahead run at second base, 1 out. And now it's for Acuna. Foul ball, 1-2. And it's a swing and a miss on the knuckle curve. In the dirt. Actually, it wasn't in the dirt, but it was low. 2 down now for Yelich. And they're gonna walk in with first base open. The 2-on-2 out now for the NL. Now it's Javier Baez. Javier Baez 0 for 3. 1-2 count. Fly ball down the line, and it's gone! Just down the line. It's only 329 feet, but the NL has the lead. 329 feet, 99 miles per hour off the bat. That might have been gone in another stadium, but it's only 329 feet, but it's over the wall, and it's a home run. Yelich and Realmuto and Baez all score. And the NL has the lead, and they're 3 outs away from winning, as they're up 3-0, and they're 3 outs away from winning, as Baez, a no-doubter, down the line, had the distance. It was well inside the right field foul pole. I mean, it was probably inside the left of the right field foul pole by about 10 feet, 329 feet, 99 miles per hour off the bat, and NL has a 3-0 lead, and they're 3 outs away from winning. 3-1 count, and that is ball 4. As the umpire calls ball 4, and now it's Bellinger. And a pinch hit, Pete Alonso for Bellinger. And I'm going to have Kirby Yates now scheduled to be put in the game. And they're going to bring in Aroldis Chapman. Foul ball 2-2. Swing and a miss. It's in the dirt. Throw to first by McCann is in time. But the NL takes the lead on a 3-run home run by Javier Baez down the line. As it had the distance, it was well inside the line by about 10 feet. As the NL has a 3-0 lead and they're 3 outs away from winning here at the Polo Grounds. And Kirby Yates, the closer, will be coming in. JT Realmuto is behind the plate. Kirby Yates will be on the mound. And Pete Alonso cannot play right field, so I'm going to have to change that. Kirby Yates will be coming in as... I'm so confused right now. Let's just have him ready and waiting. So Zach Greinke. And yeah, Pete Alonso did not play right field, but David Dahl will replace Pete Alonso in right field defensively. And that's the last bench player for the NL, and then for the AL they still have Francisco Lindor and JD Martinez. But I might not put him in. I don't know. I'm not upset. I want to leave Trout in. Trout's got to get on. They need 3 runs. And it's a ground ball fair. That might have been... It was against the shift. That's 1 base runner. I mean, they could definitely tie it because, I mean, Baez hit that home run only 329 feet and inside the park home runs maybe. I mean, who knows? Here we go. Runner goes. And it's a ground ball. Didn't over there was Marte. Got him at first. Runner at second, 1 out, but obviously they need 3, not just 1. And now it's Mookie Betts. Ground ball, left side, runner will stay put, throw to first, got him at first, and the AL are down to their final outs. The AL is down to their final out, excuse me, and it's Alex Bregman. And it's a ground ball, right side, throw to first, and the NL wins it 3-0 here at the Polo Grounds. As the 3-run home run by Javier Baez in the bottom of the 8th, as all the NL needed, as there's Marte on the left and Baez, who was the hero, on the right, as Baez's 3-run home run in the bottom of the 8th is all the offense that NL needed, as that was the only offense for either team in this game, as that 3-run home run by Baez was the only offense for either team in this game, as the NL beats the AL 3-0 here at the Polo Grounds. I hope you enjoyed this game. 3-0 the final in favor of the NL at the Polo Grounds. So long from the Polo Grounds. This is a good game. I mean, Will Smith got the win, Garrett Cole got the loss, and Kirby Yates got the save. They did up that single to Trout, but then obviously 3 groundouts after that. As Baez 1 for 4 with that 3-run home run, and that's all the offense that the NL needed, as that was the only offense for either team in this game. As Trout went 3 for 4 with 3 singles, the AL had 3. The AL had 8 hits. The NL had 5. But yeah, I mean, like, there was a single, then there was a sacrifice bunt, then Acuna struck out, and then they walked Yelich intentionally, and then I did that because it suggested that, and that probably was a good idea. But then Baez said, should have never walked Yelich, because then Baez, with 2 on and 2 out, hit a homer down the line, and it was, I mean, only 329 feet. That might have been out at another ballpark, especially at Yankee Stadium. But it had enough distance. It was fair by at least 10 feet. And then obviously that made it 3-0. And then the AL got a single, then a ground out. They got the runner to second, and then 2 more ground outs to end the game. Yeah, I mean, I thought there would have been more offense, but it was 3-0. It wasn't like it was 1-0. So, and we did see a home run. No inside the park home runs, unfortunately. As the closest one we got was the one where Sprinter caught it over the shoulder. If that got down, that might have been inside the parker. But we never saw any inside the parkers. We did see one home run, which was that home run accounted for all 3 runs in this game, and that was Baez's home run down the line. As a cover athlete, had the go-ahead 3-run home run, which ended up being the game-winning 3-run home run, as the NL All-Stars beat the AL All-Stars 3-0 here at the Polo Grounds. No runs on 8 hits, no errors for the AL, and then 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors for the NL. As despite the AL out hitting the NL scored the only 3 runs in this game, and the NL beats the AL 3-0 here in this plain out All-Star game at the Polo Grounds. So despite there was no inside the park home runs, still saw a home run outside the park home runs. So I still hope you enjoyed this video. As the next MLB The Show 20 video will be another MLB The Show 20 Play Now episode, or next MLB The Show 20 video will be another MLB The Show 20 Play Now game, and that will be it will be a play now game between the Houston Astros and the Minnesota Twins at Target Field in Minneapolis, as that will be my next MLB The Show 20 video, and that will be an MLB The Show 20 play now game between the Astros and Twins at Target Field, home of the Twins in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And that video will probably go up in a couple days. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one, as the NL All-Stars beat the AL All-Stars, 3-0 here in this play now All-Star game at the Polo Grounds. And I'll see you, like I said, in my next video. If it's up, so hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, tell your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, or I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. If it's up, so hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, tell your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm going to see you in episode number 7 of this MLB The Show 20 Play Now series. See you in episode number 7. And eat a lot of bacon. And I'll see you in my next video. See you then.